Hey, how's it going, guys? Yes, it is SMG for Life 01, and finally we are back with another video. So it's been what, a week or so since I posted the other video. So this is basically just talking about the new camera and stuff like that. Um, so I got a Canon 5D Mark III. I traded in my 650D to get it. I'm going to be using it for a bit of like photography and obviously mainly video stuff. And I want to do some shoots with this camera on car related stuff. So that's my main goal with using this camera. And also I got the Olympus camera, which I used for just taking normal pictures. I might take this out tomorrow. I'm not sure yet because I don't have a strap for this camera as of right now. But hopefully, in the next like week or so, I'll have a strap so I can take it out places. We are actually going to Kew Gardens tomorrow, which will be pretty fun. I don't know how this video or the actual format of the video normally it comes out as an MOV, I think. For the format. I also had to buy myself a CF reader, so a compact flash reader. I got 128 gig compact flash card from Kingston, super cheap on Amazon, £35. I was like, I'll throw some money towards it because I actually need one for this camera. You can also use a micro SD, but I saw this 128 gig. It was £35. Normally they go for like 70 or 80 pounds. So I was like, I'll get this for now. Maybe I'll get a 256 later on. But yeah, for video work, I think this is the best camera to sort of go with. As for people who currently use like a normal DSLR, um, I think the whole thing with this is the full frame aspect of it, and that's what I love. The actual Tamron lens I've got, I am contemplating returning it because I feel that I'm not actually going to use it for sort of what I intentionally bought it for, because this camera and the lens and the full frame function of it enables you to zoom in and zoom out. I don't think I can use that lens properly with this camera, so I might return it. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I think it should be. I think it's a good lens anyway. A good starter lens. It's a low aperture or f-stop as they call it. And potentially go. I don't know what I'm gonna get because I sort of want something where I can sort of put the camera there. I can stand up and sort of do videos and have like all this in sort of view with this lens. I can't do that. It looks really close, similar to what my 24mm lens used to be like, which I used to use for all my videos where I was doing face cam and all that kind of stuff with like FIFA, WWE, stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's a good shout to maybe return that and potentially maybe get a dedicated lens specifically, like maybe a 24mm dedicated lens. I've got a 24mm which I might trade in because it won't work on this camera unless I get like a EF to EFS mount for it, which I probably can get for like £20. But to be honest, I'd rather spend money and buy a new lens than try and adapt a lens to fit this camera. Um, but yeah, I don't have a Tamron lens. I mean a Tokina lens. That's what I had. Tokina, um, 11 to 16 mil. I always wanted it, but after I bought it, I was like, why not? Why don't I upgrade my camera? Get a new camera. So I decided to get the Canon 5D Mark Five. I mean Mark III, because it's good for video. And yeah, I can do whatever I need to do with this camera. Potentially, I could link this into my audio recorder, which is a Tascam recorder. It's preferably for video work, so I could hook that up to it eventually. But currently, I do recording from my camera, recording to the Tascam, and then I mold the audio together to the video. And I was doing that before as well, so I do that with the 4K camera as well. So yeah, this shoots in 1080p 30 fps. I have no problem with that. um, I literally have no problem with that. Like the GoPro is what I would use to shoot at 4K or 1080p at like 120 frames per second, or 4K at 60 frames per second, which you can do on the GoPro Hero 7, which is what I have. So yeah, I bought a new game. Finally, I haven't bought a new game in a while. So I bought Cyberpunk 2077, and I have to admit, to be honest, at first I was just like, really? Like another game that's very similar to The Division, and that's very similar to like other shooting games that are out there. Um, but I have to admit, I'm playing the story. There's nothing else really to do. There's no multiplayer, which I wished there was multiplayer. Like multiplayer story is the best. Which would have been great for this game. Like if they brought out like a multiplayer story, sort of like an MMO style sort of thing, like where you have one. Obviously, you have one character, but like let's say your friend is a character from or has a different sort of style, or different, I don't know what you would call it. Like in this game you have like the corporate people, you got the street kids, and then you got the nomads. So those are the three like unit or fractions or factions you can choose. So I chose the corporate one, but it would be cool if it was multiplayer co-op, where you can have maybe the same faction, two co-op, or not co-op, corp, or corporation. Fucking hell, I don't know what's going on today. So like it would be wicked if you could mix like Street Kid and a someone from a corporate environment, and mix them together and have them do missions together, and level up in a sense that it would work. So if I'm playing the corporate story and my friend joins as, let's say, a street kid or nomad or whatever, and we will do that the corporate story together as as a uh, as a as like a corporate sort of story, and then you can switch over, you can do it back and forth. You can do it back and forth. You can go either the corp joins the street kid or the street kid joins the corp, whatever. So I think that would have been a good shout. But obviously, I don't know if that's coming. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it would be fun to see that. Also, I've got I literally just played through like I don't know if it's called an epilogue or a prologue. I'm not sure. So it was like literally at the beginning of the game, you're obviously playing, and then it shifts over, and you end up as Keanu Reeves in the game. Which I actually, to be honest, if there wasn't the whole customizing character, I would have loved to play. Like I would love the story as Keanu Reeves, and then that corporate sort of the look of the corporate sort of guy is basically John Wick. Uh, like you dress up in suits and everything. John Wick's always in a bloody suit when he goes and kills people, so that's pretty cool. But there's not really other games that I'm playing apart from that and WWE. I've also got this Ghost of Tsushima. Can't wait to play that. It's gonna be fun. Um, so yeah, I actually don't know how this video is gonna turn out because I'm messing with the autofocus on this, and I'm not exactly used to doing. I'm used to having obviously the screen out so I can see, but with it there's no flip out screen, so it'll be pretty fun to have a look. Also, this past week I actually got to meet the second Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and had a picture with him, which you can go check out on my Instagram. Links down below in the description. And I also had a toy signed by him, which is awesome. Yeah, I actually spoke to him. I wish I could have spoke to Jason David Frank when I met him, obviously, but there were so many people around. Whereas with his name is Steve Cardanis. Uh, he was like open. He was alone. He was with his wife or girlfriend, and yeah, I got to chatting with him, which was pretty fun. And I talked about like the filming of Power Rangers. I didn't know that it was actually filmed in Los Angeles originally, and then it moved to New Zealand. I thought it was always shot in New Zealand. But yeah, he seems like a really awesome guy. And yeah, there's pictures on my Instagram from the sign. Not really the signing, but there's a picture of me and him on Instagram, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you guys can. Links in the description below. Also, my Twitter's down there, and also a Facebook page, which I literally do not use. So you guys can follow me on my social medias. They're all down below. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.